morning, Port Jervis, and welcome to the Port Center Spotlight Podcast. It is a championship edition. Super happy, super proud, and man, just so happy to have state champion Charlie Wylie here on the podcast. Good morning, Charlie.
Good morning.
Thanks for coming on. Thanks for all our live viewers tuning in here. Hard to get Charlie, man. She's a busy young lady. She's traveling, she's wrestling, she's winning championships. So, Charlie, thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, Port Junior, National Honor Society member, and certainly a standout wrestler. Charlie, we're going to talk about a lot of things today. Certainly wrestling is a major part of your life. Ever since you were a little girl, when did you get rolling with this? When did you get started?
So I actually started with jiu-jitsu, which is kind of like sort of the same thing. You're on the mat, you know, like you're grappling. I started with that when I was 6 years old. I had just turned 6. I was really young. And then not even a year after, I would say, my uncle, John Foley, got me to come here because he's the coach for Tri-State Club. And I came and tried it out, and I just started competing all the time. My dad was really into it. He loved the idea of it. So I got super serious with it. I balanced it out with jiu-jitsu for a while, probably 4 years. I competed in both pretty seriously. And then I stopped jiu-jitsu and just focused mainly on wrestling. And that's what it's been ever since. And I started traveling, competing internationally and in all these big tournaments, and it kind of just became my life.
Yeah. And you liked it as an early age.
Yeah, definitely.
So, and when you went to Tri-States, were you the only girl?
From what I remember, I believe so. Pretty much at every club, I was the only girl for years. Up until pretty recently, I was the only girl training with all boys.
And was that hard, Charlie? Was that hard to here's this young guy here and I'm gonna slam him? Was that weird or difficult?
For some reason it really wasn't. No one ever really thought anything of it. Nobody was judgy. Everyone was pretty welcoming, and I did pretty good against them, so I mean they couldn't really say anything, you know. That's what I competed against boys too for the longest time, so it's just kind of normal, and I got used to it after a while.
And it became part of your life, a major part. Shout out certainly to your family, your dad, Josh, math teacher here at the middle school, Lindsay Wylie, and your younger sister, Frankie, because it really is a family affair, right? You know, Charlie's not flying to Spokane, Washington by herself just yet, but she's certainly traveling a lot here. What did you like about it? You know, basketball, you hit a shot. Baseball, you could hit a home run. What was it? Was it the feeling of pinning the person? What did you like?
So basically, it's just when you win a match, it's just all that hard work. You just, I don't know. It's unexplainable, the feeling. It's just the best feeling ever, because wrestling is one of the hardest sports, especially mentally. The work I have to put in is just insane. I get up in the morning before school. I go to the gym at 4:00. And then I go to school, and then during the season I have after school practice, then I go to Iron Horse to practice, and then if I have homework, I'm doing it at night when I get back. So it's just always a ton of work, a lot of discipline, and ever since I was young, I would miss out on so many things, parties, family things, just for practice. And I never realized why I was doing it. But then when I started winning big tournaments, it's oh, you have to make the commitment, you know? So I just kind of loved that part of it. You get what you put in, basically.
Yeah, absolutely. And were you saying, Mom and Dad, we're going to this practice or this meet? Or was it, no, I want to go to the party, I want to have the cake, and they were steering you? Was it a little bit of both? What was it?
I'm not going to lie. I definitely wanted to go to the party.
Yeah. Well, you were a young lady.
Yeah. I even still sometimes I have a hard time, oh my God, I have to go to practice. But my dad has always pushed me. It was never a question, was I skipping practice? No, every single day. I had a set every single week where I go on what day, and that's what I would do. Wow. And I would never miss. I remember when I was still doing jiu-jitsu and wrestling, I was super young, probably from age 9 to 12 maybe. I would practice all week, but Friday nights I would go right after school. I would do hour of jiu-jitsu and then 2 hours of wrestling till like 9 o'clock in Middletown, and then I would come back the next morning. And I was actually doing this like kickboxing class too, so I would do hour kickboxing, hour jiu-jitsu, and then 2 hours wrestling on a Saturday.
Wow.
So right in a row. It was just like never ending, but I mean, it helped me out.
So Charlie, how the energy? Where do you get the energy from? Do you sleep quick? Is it the food? Where are you getting your positive and your physical energy from?
I mean, I don't know. I kind of just got used to it. Like, if I don't go to practice and I sit at home, I kind of feel like more tired than I would be if I'm at practice, But I would say, I mean, I definitely like prioritize sleep a lot more now that I'm older, and I realize that like I need it.
Yeah.
Like when I was younger, I would try to stay up as late as I could, like
watching TV.
But like it starts to get to you, And I do have a really good diet, especially during the season. I have to maintain my weight for like we have matches during the week, tournaments on the weekend, so I pretty much eat the same things every day. That definitely helps with like having energy.
You bring your own food, or you grabbing salad from the bar here? How do you manage that?
I get salad at the school here, but I have like chicken Caesar salad is like my favorite thing ever. I have that for dinner like every single night, or I'll have like a smoothie in the morning, something like that. It's just like pretty much eating all healthy foods,
Yeah. And protein certainly for the strength and the muscle, right?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Yeah. 107's your number?
Yeah.
Yeah. 107 was the championship weight there. Shout out to your mom, Lindsay Wylie, watching. Board member Harris. Certainly, it's a family here with her coaches and her family here. Awesome. Charlie, again, wrestling, the boys, all these years, and now we've kind of transitioned here. You were the face of girls wrestling, kind of starting us off. Last year was like a test run almost, right? Was it? Did we have a full team? How did that work last year?
So I'm not really sure because I was still wrestling with the boys, but I just don't think it was sanctioned.
Yeah.
Everywhere, like at all schools, like only a couple of teams like had school.
Yeah.
A couple schools had teams, but our school had like I think 3 girls last year.
Mm-hmm.
And it wasn't really a team. They were still practicing in our room, like with the boys team. Like, I don't know. It just wasn't as like separated. And there was no actual girls state championships. Like this year was the first ever actual real one. So
we heard about that.
That was pretty crazy.
We heard about that.
Like to see how much it changed in just 1 year.
Yeah.
Actually.
And it's going to continue to grow.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to continue to grow, the popularity, the numbers of young ladies. And girls like you, being trailblazers, kind of setting the way here. You're a great example for that. So what was that like in September, October? We're going to start this season. November comes, and now, there's a girls wrestling team, and you're the, I don't want to say star of the program, but you are certainly the forefront of girls wrestling, not only here in Port, in the county, and also New York State. What was it exciting? Was there pressure? How did you feel in the fall?
I was really excited. I just didn't know exactly what to expect. I didn't expect us to have as many girls as we did actually at all. I expected it to just be the same ones from last year and then plus me, but it was really good turnout. I liked that I got to like basically be, I don't want to say a coach, but like I was a leader for them, because a lot of the other girls, it was their first time ever stepping on a mat. And then like a couple weeks later they had matches. So like I kind of had to like help prepare them, like not only like with technique, but like mentally, because they didn't really know what they were getting themselves into. But I know a lot of them will definitely come back next year. It seemed like they loved it. And I could tell they started to care more, like once they started to put in more of the work. Because like if they were losing in the beginning, they were like, okay, whatever. But like you can tell the difference. Like if you're crying after a match, that means you care, So like.
Or you're hurt.
Yeah, that too. But like, so it was just like good to transition over to the girls. I liked it a lot better because I don't know if you know, but it's freestyle. And that's what like I'll wrestle. That's what all women will wrestle at the collegiate level and internationally. So like basically I'm never going to wrestle folk style again, which is great. I love that.
two periods and, you did that this year. And, yeah, it was certainly so exciting with the team. Coach Ferguson, Coach Lacazi, coaching the girls wrestling. They still call it girls, and then in college it's women's wrestling, correct? Yeah. Well, it was super exciting. I know we hosted that first match here, and you had a great season.
I would say
You didn't have a ton of people to wrestle. It just seemed like there was not locally here, right? There was some nights where you didn't have people to wrestle, correct?
Yeah. That's because we did multi-meets. Like when I was on the boys team still, it was just like all matches. So like one school comes and wrestles us, and then we all wrestle at whatever weight. But at multi-meets, they can say if they want a match or not.
Yeah.
So like I was getting them in the beginning of the season, and then like for a couple weeks I just didn't have any matches, which was fine because I was still like practicing, whatever, keeping the same schedule. So it didn't really affect me. And I still had tournaments on the weekends, so
Had to be frustrating though, right?
Yeah,
You're
it
building
was.
up, the bright lights are on and you don't get to wrestle.
Yeah, it was a little frustrating, but I think it'll change next year. Like I was talking to my coach Ferguson, and he said that next year, like it should be pretty much all just matches, no multi-meets. So
I like that.
That will be good.
I like that. Charlie Wylie here. You got Marie Palanis. Is that your grandma?
That's my grandma. Yeah.
Yeah.
She's in one of the pictures.
Key West there. Not bad.
She's on vacation.
Yeah, grandma. We'll trade spots, grandma. Enjoy that. That's beautiful down there. Charlie, you mentioned mentally a lot. Wrestling is an extremely physical sport. I mean, you are grappling and slanging around in there. But it's also, there's a mental thing here that I got to beat this person. You're looking at them. Everyone's looking at you. What are some of the things you're saying to yourself before, the ref's going to blow the whistle? What are you saying to yourself?
You just have to be in the moment. You can't sit there and like worry about who the person is that you're wrestling, like the rankings, the seating, like any of that. I used to actually have a mindset coach. I still use him sometimes for big tournaments, but he taught me this thing, like be where your feet are. So it's like your five senses, like think about what you hear, what you see, like how you're feeling, literally just like how your singlet feels on you. Just like think about those things and just like be in the moment. And he also like told me to say like words of affirmation to myself. So like basically just think like trust in your training, like wrestle your style, wrestle your match, you control the pace of the match, just like all these things to just like calm yourself down a little bit, because you don't want to get too worked up, because then it's just like you'll freeze. So I used to have that problem actually, and like also in matches, if you get taken down, if you get scored on, you can't just be like, all right, this is a hard match, like I'm over it, like whatever, because you have to just worry about getting those next points and ending the match, like knowing that you put as much work you possibly could in. So
yeah. Can you hear the coaches? You're in there, what do you call it? Grappling? Is that what
wrestling?
You're wrestling with that other person? You got that thing on your head. Can you hear the coaches? Can you hear your parents? Or is it just you are locked in?
No, I actually can hear them sometimes. It depends on the match, I would say. Like sometimes I'm just so like you don't hear anything, but then sometimes you hear just like some random things. But yeah, I can hear my coaches if I'm listening to them.
You hear your parents, or they don't say much?
I think my mom yells a lot. My dad, he tries to stay quiet now, because when I was younger, he would go insane actually, but he's calmed down a lot.
He was excited for you. It's special being a dad. Yeah. Awesome. Well, that's good to hear about the mental part there. And if you're looking at that opponent, are you saying, hey, I've beaten this girl twice, or this girl's beaten me in the past? Does that factor in, or that's a race? It's right now. So like that's something like you have to not think about, because it doesn't matter. Like it can be anyone's match at the end of the day. Like I want to go back to my Fargo match. So Fargo, I've only went twice ever. 2 years ago I went, and I was wrestling in the quarters, and I was winning a match, and then I got scored on in the last couple seconds, and I lost. So that was like a really like heartbreaker there. So because then obviously I wasn't going to be in the finals. So I wrestled back, and I ended up taking third. Anyways, then I go back to Fargo the next year, and I get in the finals. This was
last summer, and I'm wrestling the same girl who beat me in the finals, and I just like was telling myself like it doesn't matter if she beat me, like I can beat her, I know I can, like, and then I ended up winning Fargo and I beat her. But like it can be like vice versa, like you can't go out there being like, okay, I already beat this person, it's gonna be fine, you know. You have to just like treat every match exactly the same, no matter who the person is or like what the circumstances are.
Nice. Charlie, are you seeing great sportsmanship from girls and women around the country, at state level? Is there a respect level like, hey, we are carrying the women's wrestling here. Let's do it the right way. You seen a lot of sportsmanship, or is it kind of nasty in there?
No, there is definitely sportsmanship. I mean, girls can get just as like riled up as boys can at wrestling tournaments, but like, yeah, there's definitely respect there. I mean, you kind of have to keep it like on that level, you know, especially with high school wrestling.
Yeah, well, she's got bigger sights and bigger things ahead of her. Charlie, let's shift gears to the state tournament here. You went up. It was Albany, not Syracuse. Albany, right?
Albany. Yeah.
Albany. So going up there, were you saying I'm going to win this championship? Was that it? Was that the goal?
Definitely was the goal from the beginning of the season. That was my end goal for that season.
Okay. Did you have it written somewhere? Did you have a poster somewhere? Because we got the posters now here. We're hanging these up in the school. Got these this morning. Did you have a visual goal? Did you have it written down somewhere?
I didn't have it written down anywhere. It was just literally in the back of my mind at all times.
Okay.
At every practice, you know.
Well, I'm going to tell you to write your goals down and put them in a visible spot for
Good
you.
idea.
So you could see it, right? You could see him and getting ready. So you go up there, and certainly you had a great performance. Did it feel good right from the start? Did you like, oh my God, I got this?
Yes.
Talk to me about the matches.
So actually starting with the warm-up, I just like, when you have a good warm-up, that's just how you know it's going to be a good day. So I had a great warm-up, and then I got in my first match. It was pretty fast, got over quick, just got me like ready, You always got to get that first match out of the way. So that was good. And then I just basically did the same thing every match and kept it rolling. I got like 3 10-0 techs to the finals. And then it was like 15-4 in the finals or something like that. But
I don't know if you heard her say
day.
that. I'm going to repeat that. The first 3 matches were 10-0. So as soon as you get 10 points, that's it? It's like that's a
10 points more than the other person.
Got it. And so that shuts the match down.
Yes, that happened in finals too. But
are you peeking up at the scoreboard? You could see how many points you got. You know it's happening.
Well, I just kind of like know in my head, like you can tell. Like, yeah, like a takedown.
A takedown. You're doing the math in your head.
Yeah.
Well, your mom's a math teacher. You hope you can get those numbers right. So the first 3 went well. What was it about the warm up that you knew? What was it about the warm-up that you knew was good?
I just always am like all about having a hard warm-up, like I want to be like dripping sweat by the end of my warm-up because I don't want to go out on my matches cold.
Yeah.
So I just had a really tough warm-up. I kind of just I stretched out for a while and jogged with my headphones and music on. I always listen to music before I wrestle too, so.
What kind of give me some hits on the playlist there. Is it we got the clean version? It's not the clean version.
Not the clean
version. The clean version. What kind of music? What's your genre in there?
It's a lot.
Is it dance, upbeat, fast stuff? Is it rap? Is it country? What are you listening to?
Not country.
Not country.
Probably rap before I wrestle. Yeah.
Okay. Is there one song that gets you going?
No.
Okay.
It's a bunch of others.
So you're not queuing something up. You're just pressing your playlist.
Yeah.
Okay.
Exactly.
All right. So a good warm up, 3-0, and now you're in the finals. Is the place buzzing? Is it packed? Is there a lot?
There's a good amount of people there. Definitely not as much as there is for the boys finals, but there's a good amount of people. Yeah.
Okay.
A lot of cameras.
Yeah. A lot of cameras. There was a lot of excitement. Our superintendent, Dr. Bell, was there.
Yes.
Fired up for you. Certainly our coaching staff, your family. So you're going into the match. What are you telling yourself then?
I was telling myself that I had to win it.
You had to win.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
There was definitely a lot of pressure, especially because it's like New York. And I am, I think still, the number 1, pound for pound. So it's like, I have to win it.
You heard it here, folks. Number 1. You're dang right you are, Charlie. And so did you win it in the first half?
Yes.
Yeah.
The first period.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you were up early, or did she score points early too?
So like, it's hard to explain because you don't understand how freestyle works. But like, I got in on a double leg, and then like, she like flipped me through, and she got exposure points. But like, it could have been anyone's points.
Mm.
But,
You knew this girl?
Yeah, I wrestled her earlier in the season at, I want to say Eastern States or Game of Thrones, one of the tournaments I had.
And you won?
Yeah.
And you won. What did it feel like when the buzzer sound or the whistle blew? What did it feel like?
It was a good feeling.
Yeah.
It
Celebration or relief? Which one?
Probably both.
A little bit of both.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wasn't too nervous. I mean, like I get nervous before every match, no matter who it is. Not like nervous, but like anxious, to get on the mat. So it was an exciting feeling.
It's a positive energy.
So, yeah, definitely.
Yeah, for sure. Cool. And there was people cheering. There was people hugging right afterwards. You remember it, or is it all kind of a blur?
I don't really remember.
You don't remember it?
No.
Yeah. Wow. How about the feeling of when they put the medal over your head?
Oh yeah, that was a good feeling. Standing on the top of the podium, that's always a good feeling.
Yeah. Here's that picture there. There she is, representing her family, Port Jervis. Being on top. And Charlie, you said the word pressure a couple times, nervousness. Do you feel pressure to be the face of women's wrestling? Like, you say Charlie Wylie around these parts, people know you. You say Port Jervis Wrestling, people know you. Is that pressure?
I mean, yeah, that's pressure, but I love it. Because of the amount of work I put in, like I said again, it's just a good feeling. But it does add pressure. But
you can handle it.
Yeah. Exactly.
Well, I know you got your medal. I know you got some other things coming to you. Well, we wanted to give you this today. The Port Pride 5, Charlie, being kind, being honest, being responsible, being respectful, being involved. It doesn't say being a champion, but you certainly are a champion. So we want to thank you for your Port Pride. That is for you. Handshake. All right. And it's a challenge to keep going on your journey. So
that's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's for you. That's for you. Charlie is living the Port Pride 5 here, her junior year. So you won it. Did you get a chance to rest? Because I know you have some other tournaments coming up. Did you rest the rest of the weekend?
I actually did. I took a week off the mat,
Good.
believe it or not. I was still going to the gym because I always go to the gym, and I kept my cardio up, running and stuff like that. But I took a week off the mat. I'm back now because in April I'm going to Spokane, Washington for World Team Trials, Women's Nationals. So.
That's a long flight.
Yes.
Spokane's a long way.
Two
Yeah,
flights.
you're probably going through Seattle or Denver or one of those places.
Yeah.
Wow, very exciting. Is there, now that you took a little time off, you caught your breath, was it like, I'm going to have a soda, I'm going to have a pizza. Was there some sort of food that you were like, now I can have it for a little bit? Or no, you just stayed in your routine?
Well, I never drink soda. I don't like
No soda. Good.
No, I always drink water.
Good.
But I mean, yeah, I probably ate a little. I like pasta.
You like pasta?
Yeah.
Well, you're Italian. You got stuff going on. Yeah. Okay. So you had some pasta. Good for you. You a state champ. Charlie, we're proud of you. It was really exciting. We've had a heck of a year in Port Jervis in terms of athletics, and you adding to this, with women's wrestling, and it was great. I know there's a lot of people there, but are there any shout outs, any people you'd like to thank or offer some shout outs, or is it too many people?
I mean, I could name people all day, but literally just anyone and everyone in Port who's ever supported me or followed my wrestling. Definitely my coach Ferg this year. He was very supportive.
Yeah.
John Foley, again, my coach.
Your uncle, your coach,
uncle,
right? Both of these guys
everything.
coach you. Your assistant,
Friends,
right? Coach
family.
Lacazzi.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. And your parents, they're incredible. They're at all your stuff. They take you. It's really a family operation.
It definitely is.
Yeah. That's awesome. Charlie, you got the coin here. You don't get to keep the wish, but I'm going to offer you a wish here. What is your wish for girls wrestling? 2 years, 5 years, 10 years from now, what do you wish to see happen? What do you wish for these young ladies that are competing? What do you wish for the sport?
all I wish is that it keeps growing like it's been over the past few years. So, like, it is crazy to see how big it has become since I was younger. And there was like one girl maybe at a club I go to, and now I go to these big tournaments and there's thousands of girls wrestling and competing.
There is. And Caitlin Clark with the WNBA took it to the next level, right? And you're doing that here locally, certainly, but it is definitely growing. What are some goals, Charlie? I mean, you have some next year for another state championship, we hope. There's some national goals you have as well as college. What are some goals, some things you're looking forward to?
Definitely one of my goals is to win states again next year, my last year here. And then I want to wrestle in college. I've been looking at colleges. I haven't decided where I'm going yet. I'm going to go on some visits, but I would like to, one of my goals is to win nationals in college at the collegiate level. That would be a pretty big thing for me.
Yeah. To where is that? Like the Baseball World Series is in Omaha. Is it in one spot, or is it they're still figuring that stuff out?
Honestly, I'm not sure.
Yeah.
I don't know.
We'll have to find that out so we could go see Charlie one day. Charlie, can they start contacting you now, recruiting you now? Are you getting tons of letters at home? And because here's another thing you got to tackle, no pun intended, but like I'm sure there's a lot of people that would want to have Charlie Wylie at their school.
Yeah, actually, I think it was July, they were able to start contacting me and calling me. So I've been in contact with a lot of them recently.
How's that process going for you?
It's going good. I'm going to start going on visits very soon. I told them all that I was going to wait until after this wrestling season to actually go to the schools. But yeah, I'm excited.
No favorites yet. No top 5 list. No top 10 list yet.
Well, there's only 4 D1s. So
there's only say that again. There's only 4 Division I women's wrestling programs.
Yeah.
Wow. I thought there was more.
Nope.
But they're growing.
They're growing.
They're coming.
Definitely.
So who are the 4?
Iowa, Sacred Heart, Presbyterian, and Lindenwood.
The Big Ten doesn't have women's wrestling.
There's women's wrestling, but it's not D1.
Not Division I.
Like, there's a ton of D3 schools, D2.
Yeah.
And they all still wrestle each other as of right now because there's not enough.
Yeah.
So.
Sacred Heart. Little Sacred Heart has a Division I program. My niece went there.
Really?
Yeah, in Connecticut. Yeah. Wow. Presbyterians in North Carolina, right? I don't know the last one, but we certainly know Iowa.
Yeah.
We did have a couple wrestlers from Port Jervis go to Iowa. I don't know if you ever heard of the Bannock brothers. Yeah,
definitely heard of them.
They made an impact there, and well, that would be something. So good luck with that. Colleges, if you are watching this young lady is a superstar, and again, the growth of the sport, it's really exciting. Yeah. Charlie, anything you wanted to talk about that I didn't ask you?
That's pretty much it. If you're thinking about wrestling, you should.
Yeah.
It's really good. Like, it'll help you in every aspect of life. Just be a better person overall.
Well, that's one of my questions here, Charlie. I don't know if you saw my cheat sheet. What is something from wrestling that helps you in your real life? For example, I referee college basketball, Charlie, and being in that spotlight, having to make decisions, being under pressure, helped me as a principal. Because I was in the spotlight, I had to make decisions. I was under pressure, so they helped me. What are some things that help you, in wrestling that as a student?
Wrestling overall helps with my confidence in like everything outside, even like school, outside of school, like social life. Like, it just makes you a way more confident person. You just walk around like with your head high. So it's definitely like a positive.
Yeah.
Effect. It definitely has a positive effect on me.
And not that you've lost a lot, but when you lose, you got to get back up on the mat. You got to get back out there. When something doesn't go right here, has that aspect helped you as well?
Oh yeah, you can't sit there and like cry about it. You have to have short-term memory and just like get back to work.
I like it. Charlie, my question just escaped my head here. I forgot what I was going to ask you. Let's shift to school a little bit. Now I'm feeling like I sneezed with that mitt. Sorry. Let's shift to school. You are a junior here. Did you go to the junior semi last week?
No, I didn't.
You
I
did
was going to, but I didn't.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, another big thing happened to you this year. You got your state championship, but you also got your driver's license.
Yeah.
Yeah. How's that been
I
going
did.
for you?
I love it. It's
Yeah.
great. I can drive myself to practice now, the gym in the morning.
You like that freedom?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
I bet my parents like it too. They don't have to bring me every night.
Everywhere, yeah. But it's nerve-wracking for a parent too. What is a piece of driving advice your mom or dad gave you that you like? I'm sure they gave you some tidbits.
Oh my God, they gave me everything you can imagine.
Give me one or two.
My mom is crazy about driving the speed limit, even though she's not very good driver.
She gotta go
I'm
places.
just
So
kidding.
go the speed
She's
limit.
a good driver, but she makes me drive exactly the speed limit everywhere I go.
Yeah.
And another big thing, they say like they always trust me, but they don't trust other people on the road. So like just watch out.
Yeah.
And be like aware.
Yeah. Head on a swivel.
Mm-hmm.
Good stuff. How about the MOW award they forgot to give you? Most outstanding wrestler?
Yeah.
Tell me about that. Thanks, Marie, for reminding us. They forgot to give it to you?
So basically what happens is like the boys always give out an MOW award, but it's not like from NYSFA. Like someone sponsors it. So like they just didn't set that up for the girls yet. So afterwards someone sponsored it and they gave it out to me.
Of course they did. Thank you, Grandma, for that shout out. Of course she was the most outstanding wrestler. She's an outstanding young lady. Junior year, there's a lot of Regents exams. What are some classes that you like? What are some things that you like about regular school, not just the wrestling mat, but regular school?
I'm taking this forensic science class this year, and it kind of made me think that I want to do something with like criminal investigating in college because it's really interesting.
You like it? Miss Stankunas.
Yes, she's my teacher for this year. It's really good.
And she's a real sports person, coaching multiple sports. She's a trailblazer in women's coaching as well. What is it you like about that, Shaw?
I don't really know. It's just different from all the other classes I've taken. Like it's not just like math and science or something like that. You know, like we did fingerprinting. We do like a bunch of different cases, like solving them. It's just like it's different than most of the other classes I've had in school, and it's like interesting.
Nice.
Yes.
Will you take some of her classes next year? She's got some college level classes, some trips. She's going to Yellowstone National Park.
Really?
Yeah, next year.
I didn't know that. I might. I don't know.
Did you make your schedule yet for
I
next year?
did. I'm still like questioning a couple classes, but all the courses I'm taking are college classes next year.
Nice. Good. Well, hopefully you won't have to pay for any of them anyway, but it's nice to have those tucked in.
Yeah.
Well, this is Charlie Wylie, friends, New York State champion, 107 pounds, and the first ever women's champ here, and certainly in Port Jervis. But again, the growing sport. We're really proud of you, Charlie.
Thank you.
It's exciting. Yeah.
Definitely is.
Cool. Well, this is Charlie, friends. We are going to sign off here in the podcast. Charlie, we're proud to hang these. It means a lot to us. We have a couple more for your family. And just thank you, Charlie. You do sacrifice a lot. People look at you and say, oh, she's a champion. Oh, it's easy for her. It's a lot of hard work. She touched on just a little bit of how much she sacrifices. But again, the diet, missing events, focusing on things. Kids are up, watching TV and movies, and Charlie's getting a rest because she wants to compete at her best. So, thank you for that. And certainly thanks for representing Port Jervis. I tried to dress like you today, be twins here on the podcast. So, Charlie, any last shout outs or anything else you'd like to say?
That's it. Just thank you for having me.
Bam. Charlie Wylie, some big goals here moving forward, and wish you the best. Will the competition, if you win in Spokane or you do well in Spokane, what does that lead to?
That leads to, if you win, you get first place, then you go to Greece on the USA World Team. Yeah.
Like the country Greece?
Yes, it's in Greece this year. It changes every year.
Wow. Like Athens? You're going to Athens?
I don't know where it is this year.
Greece is beautiful.
Somewhere in Greece.
This summer.
Yeah. Last year I made the Pan Am team and I went to Dominican Republic for it. We stayed in a resort for it.
She's only going nice places, folks. The Dominican, Greece. Greece is fantastic, Charlie. Will your family go with you on that?
Definitely.
Yeah. Very cool. Oh my God, that's exciting. So when will we find this out?
I wrestle April 4th and 5th, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we'll keep you posted here. So if you win, you're going with USA Wrestling to Greece. Oh my God, that's exciting. Will you
Mhm.
be at the 107? Is that what you're shooting for?
The weight's 108.
108.
Yeah.
Okay. We didn't mention this. You mentioned USA Wrestling, so I got to bring it up. Is the Olympics something you're looking at? Is that a goal?
Maybe.
Maybe.
Maybe. I want to say yes, but I'm not 100% sure like if that's what I want to do right after college, because then I would have to go like live at the OTC, train there, but we'll see.
Is
Once
that
I
in
get
Colorado?
to college,
That's
I
in
feel
Colorado?
yeah, I went there
It's in
last
Colorado.
year
Yeah.
and
Okay.
stayed for a week. So
Okay. Well, we'll see how this goes, and maybe your experience in Greece when you get there, we'll do it. So, thanks for all of our viewers watching. Yeah, Sean Hart seems got his son wrestling in Minnesink. Very cool. Justin Palanis, that's your cousin.
no, that's my uncle.
That's your uncle. Okay,
Yeah.
very cool. We are going to sign off here. This was Charlie Wylie, and very proud of this young lady and representing Port Jervis and her family. So keep it up, Charlie.
Thank you.
Charlie, can I get a go Port?
Go for it.
Bam. See you, everybody. Have a great afternoon.